Yo, Shill Moore, man. We in the building. Let's get it.
This is not a test. This is an emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Yo, shout out to everybody here in the building already, man. Salute to my brothers. As always, Mount Shillmore is in the building. Wasted, I just got that thumbnail and I'm pissed because yours is way better.
Come on, man. It's all right. All right, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah, hey. With that being said, man, shout out to the chat. We see you guys, man. Salute to everybody rocking with us today. We've done a million videos on Josh Jacobs. Well, today he's tweeted out something that pretty much can tell you guys he's pretty upset at this point. So I'm assuming that all the, no one's in a rush to get anything done and so on and so forth was just talk, because it looks as though right now Josh Jacobs is trying to get some action in terms of his contract. How you doing today, Wasted? It was good, big bro.
Man, I'm cooling, man. But I'm not good hearing this, man. This is exactly what I was talking about one of the last lives that we were talking about, man. Like I'm not happy about this, bro. Like get this shit done, man. Stop fucking around. Get it done. Either which way, man. You know that this is a guy that you're gonna keep. You know you want to keep him, because if you didn't, you would have dealt him. Stop fucking around before this turns into the Khalil Mack situation.
Hey, man, salute to little bro. Hammer, what's good with you, bro? How you feeling about this tweet? For those who do not know, real quick, let me present it real fast for those who didn't see. Simple and plain. It really ain't nothing to share, but boom, here we go. Bad business. There you have it. So for those who have not seen the tweet, Josh Jacobs, he always puts out cryptic tweets. He kind of trolls the internet a lot. Shout out to Josh Jacobs. He's actually kind of mastered the troll game in today's world. I know he's young, so like he should, but like he knows how to play the game, right? Especially now with a contract on the horizon potentially for him. I mean, how do you feel about this, Hammer? Oh, you're on mute as always. You always start a show off. And look, a show ain't a show unless Hammer starts on mute.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, well, you sound like you were taking a shit in a public bathroom.
You sound like you're in a project hallway in the Bronx.
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
You sound like
I have the odor of piss right now.
All right, is that better? You motherfuckers. Nah, go figure. This shit wants to update while we're in the middle of a fucking live, so I had to switch the mics. Whatever.
Yo,
you still sound like you're in the middle of a Mountain Mike's Pizza bathroom in Sacramento, California. But
I don't give a fuck.
No, go ahead, though, bro. It's good.
Look, we know this dude wants to be here. They're dragging ass right now. Look, McDaniels was feeding everybody what we want to hear, and clearly he's not thrilled about this shit. Pay this man. Pay Josh Jacobs, goddammit.
Hey, you know what's funny, man? I guess I'm just the guy that's just kind of in the minority with this situation. Like, I don't really care, bro. I don't really care. I truly just do not care. At this point, sign them, trade them, whatever we're going to do, just do it. Like, this the shit I be sick of, man. The social media shit, right? Like, either get rid of him or just give him the deal that he wants or whatever. You guys can come to terms. I don't even care anymore, bro. Like, I love Josh Jacobs. Don't get me wrong. I don't care. I truly don't care. Just trade him, whatever. And I see a lot of these reports about the Denver Broncos. Like, come on, man. Y'all are crazy, insane, asylum. Y'all need to be there if you believe that we would trade him to the Denver Broncos. Y'all are crazy, is
D&D.
shit. Unless Josh McDaniels, this was the master plan all the time, the whole time, to get rid of the best running back in the league and send him over to the Denver Broncos. It'd be hilarious, but that's not going to happen. But I'm going to be real, y'all. I just don't care. I don't give a shit. Get rid of him, sign him, whatever we're going to do it, get it over with so we can get the training camp. This is the only hiccup that this franchise has right now. The only outside of, the Jimmy G ankle injury, which it sounds as though he's going to be ready to go. I just don't care anymore, bro. I don't, man.
Bro, so let me ask you a question, man. How, like, as us as fans, right? We are sitting here, we're looking at this organization, right? Most of the history and most of the legends, when we talk about guys that have played well in this uniform, played 20 years ago or more, right? So there's only been a handful of guys in the last 20 years that can even approach a Hall of Fame career resume. They can only approach a great Raider resume, right? And a lot of them guys, you know what I'm saying, weren't homegrown. And the only two guys that I can even think of that can approach that at this point are Khalil Mack, you know what I mean, Charles Woodson, and that was over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And fucking Josh Jacobs. And it gets to the point where it's like, yo, man, you talk about drafting well, right? This is a guy that you got right. This is a guy who is a homegrown talent. He is a homegrown Raider. And then I can't sit up here and honestly tell you that I don't care. Because, yo, forget all of the football geekdom. Forget all of the GM shit and the money. I don't care about that shit, bro. What I care about is us keeping good players that we drafted. What I care about is us having a quarterback who is made out of the doctor's cotton. What I care about is we're really a run-first football team, and they need to just fucking realize it. And what I care about is that if they were going to do this, they should have done it during the draft. And if they were going to do it during the draft and they were going to start over again, then move up and trade them moving up. But don't fucking wait until fucking a month before fucking training camp, and then now you have to have a fire sale for Josh Jacobs. That's bullshit. Like anybody. Go ahead, bro.
No, but I don't even think it's a fire sale, bro. Like at this point, there's nothing truly out there in free agency. You're not going to pay a Dalvin Cook. You're not going to go pay a Zeke. They're going to go with what we got. They're going to go what we got. They just drafted a guy in the 4th round last year. They got a few other guys that they went out and got last year. Yes, it is not Josh Jacobs. I totally understand. I mean, look, we seen, what do we see today, Wasted? We seen Richie Incognito pay the man. We see Max Crosby say this is the best running back in the NFL, right? Like, I mean, there's people out there screaming for everyone to sign him. What are you going to go do? Leonard Fournette out there? Right? I mean, like,
I hear people talk about playoff Lenny. That's fucking nonsense, bro. It is nonsense. There's certain guys where I'm like, you know what? Play the game. But this guy pretty much is the cornerstone of this team. You fucked the guy over last year. You fucked him over last year. You signed.
Is he? Like, bro, Josh is definitely homegrown talent, and he's definitely one of the greatest talents on this roster. But cornerstone, to me, bro, I don't look, and it's sad to say this, and we've done this a million times, this same song of pony shit, right? But I don't look at it as a running back in today's world is like a cornerstone, bro. I just don't.
That means that you're not looking at this
franchise, bro.
Max Crosby, Devontae Adams. There's certain individuals on this roster that you can't live without.
Wait a minute. Hold up. You mean to tell me that we can't live without Devontae Adams, but we can live without a guy who's been carrying this team before Devontae Adams was even a Raider?
2 years. 2 straight years.
He's been carrying his fucking team, bro. Come on.
Okay. Hey, carry this to 6-11 and 10-7.
But you know what though? You can say the same thing about everybody on the defensive side of the football too. Like, bro, you're not gonna get better by getting rid of good players. That's not how you get better. Like, I don't understand. Like, yo, everybody acts like this shit is Madden, bro. You don't just get rid of a guy who's the heart and soul of the fucking locker room, and then everybody's just gonna be all right with that. No. This is me not. I don't think that anyone in the locker room is okay with that. Yeah, I don't think that anyone in that locker room is going to be okay with that. All I'm saying is either get it done or don't at this point. Like, I truly don't. I don't care anymore, bro. We have like 12,000 more running backs on this roster. I don't care. Yeah, and every single one of them could be fucking terrible. Okay. They can all be terrible, bro. Like, everybody's like, oh, we got 5, we got this dude and that dude and fucking Boo Boo McCormick. Yo, he could be a bum.
Yo, Are we going to start this game show today? That this mute button is going to be hot. You don't ever.
McCormick, the 5'9" Flash out of Nowhereville State. And we're going to have him be a replacement for fucking Josh? Come on, Graphk. Come on, let's be for real here, bro. This isn't Jonathan Abram we talking about.
Bro, we're not. But we're also talking about a running back. Wasted. We're talking about a running back.
Yes. And guess how many fucking great running backs have carried teams over the entirety of football?
Hey, y'all. Hey, who's the best running backs in the league right now?
Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs.
No. Who is the top 5 running backs in the league right now?
Josh Jacobs, Christian McCaffrey.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Who else? Go. Keep
Alvin Kamara.
Okay.
Nick Chubb.
Okay.
Derrick Henry.
How many playoff games? Not even just Super Bowls. How many playoff wins is in that?
Wait a minute. Okay, so the 49ers in the playoffs last year, were they not?
Yes, they were. They're always they're there every year.
They're always in the tie. Joe Mixon is another one. Did the Cincinnati Bengals not just go to a Super Bowl a couple years ago?
Yes, they did. Did they win it?
Oh, it doesn't matter though. They went.
Okay.
They went. Let's not act like they didn't go.
They went.
All right. They went to a Super Bowl. You talk about playoff wins. You got to win playoff games to go to a Super Bowl, right?
Okay.
All right. When Alvin Kamara is right, do the Saints not make the playoffs?
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, what
look,
are we
we're
doing
looking
here,
at
bro?
look at those teams
Are the
right
Chargers
now.
are the Chargers a playoff team?
No.
The Chargers go to the playoffs, bro.
They were last year.
All right, and that's one of the top 5 running backs in the league right there. So, like, what? Come on, bro. Like, yo, everybody acts like people don't run the football anymore in the National Football League. Don't get caught up in the last 3 or 4 years. Let's talk about the entirety of the history of the league, and let's talk about, yo, it's not a fad until someone does it. I don't give a shit how everyone else is winning. Maybe that's not the way the Raiders win. Maybe the Raiders don't win by drafting fucking the next Dan Marino. Maybe they go to the Super Bowl the way we always have, with a quarterback off the scrap heap, a damn good running game, and a tough-ass defense.
We're just
Maybe
always
that's the way we win.
Our coaching staff, bro. Our coaching staff, right? Our head coach, our GM. This is what they're accustomed to doing. This is where they're from. They're from a organization that has a base of 4 or 5 different running backs, and they do it by committee. They do not pay running backs. This is the only reason I'm saying this, y'all. People saying I'm drunk. Bro, this is our head coach and our GM. This is the way they operate. I don't
understand the fucking Patriots. They need to get that shit out of their fucking heads already.
Thank
Hammer's
you.
Still, hey, wasted. Hammer's still in there dropping the podcast right now.
Yeah, yo. But no, in all seriousness, though, stupid, yo. In all seriousness, though, you say that, right? But let's look at some of the Super Bowl years with the Patriots. Some of those were with LeGarrette Blount. Some of those were with Corey Dillon, right? They didn't always do running back by committee, bro. And the thing is that we ain't the Patriots, and we don't have fucking Tom Brady as our quarterback. We have Jimmy fucking Garoppolo. We don't have the greatest quarterback of all time that can fucking be like, hey, man, go give me Flotsam and Jetsam at tight end and go give me Joe Douchebag at running back, and we're still going to Super Bowl. That ain't happening with us, bro.
So let me ask you right now, Wasted. You're the GM, and I want to get everybody else's opinion on here too. What are you paying Josh Jacobs right now? What are you paying him? What are you? Because we don't know if bad business is $10 million a season. We don't know bad business. That tweet is $12
million, 3-year contract.
What is it?
$13.5 million, 3-year contract. Opt out to get out,
bro.
$13.5 million.
$13.5 million for a running back right now.
Yes.
B, what you got?
Like I said the other day in our group chat, bro, 3-year contract, $12 million.
What you got, Hammer?
I don't know who that came from, but appreciate you on the super chat.
I want some breast milks, baby.
3 years, 3-year, $42 million, about 30 guaranteed.
I'm just not. Look, man, I'm paying that man anywhere from 10 to upward of $12 million. That's it.
So that extra $1 million, you can't make the extra $1 million happen for him leading the league in rushing.
But this is the thing. We don't know. But this is the problem. These guys keep everything so tight knit, bro. We don't know what the hell they're offering. It might have been 12 million, and he's tweeting out bad business. How is that bad business? That's all I'm trying to ask. Like,
right, so let's look at the top salaries, right? The top salary at running back in the National Football League as currently constituted.
Okay,
it's Christian McCaffrey. He's 27 years old. Total value contract of $64 million. Average contract of $16 million a year, a little bit above that. Guaranteed $36 million. The second biggest contract, Alvin Kamara, $75 million, $15 million average, $34 million guaranteed. Derrick Henry, $12.5 million, $25 million guaranteed. Nick Chubb, $12.2 million, $20 million guaranteed. Joe Mixon, $12 million average salary, $10 million guaranteed. Aaron Jones, $11.5 million, $8 million guaranteed. Then you got the franchise tag that your boy Tony Pollard signed, which is exact same as the contract that Josh Jacobs has yet to sign. So look, you got Aaron Jones.
We're going to 13.5 now, though.
Yeah. So you split the baby because he's one of the best backs in the National Football League. And a lot of the guys that we're talking about are guys who have led the league in rushing. Josh Jacobs has been a better running back.
Last year, 1,653 yards, 12 TDs. I get that. The year before, 872 yards, 9 TDs. The year before, 2021, 2020, 1,065 yards, 12 TDs. 2019, 1,150 yards, 7 TDs. I'm not paying $13.5 million for that shit. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not.
So, bro, let me ask you a question. We keep talking about the running back. So paying a running back is the line of demarcation of whether you can win a Super Bowl and fill a roster? We done paid a whole bunch of motherfuckers who don't deserve it.
We're going off of recent history, recent memory, bro. If you go down a long list of prior, even early 2000s, top teams that pay running backs that kind of money, and I don't want to blame it on the running back position. It's just facts, bro. Teams do not win Super Bowls when they pay running backs that kind of money. It just doesn't happen.
Bro, you know what it is? You know why that's a straw man argument? Because when you do that, when you pay a running back, that means that he's the focal point of your offense, right?
Okay.
The problem is that you can have a guy like that on your roster. He can get his numbers, and you can have a balanced offense because that is the kind of game plan that Josh McDaniels calls. If you make a running back the focal point of your team, a lot of times you don't win. But if you go back to the early 2000s, right? You had the Denver Broncos where they made Terrell Davis the focal point. You said the early 2000s.
But it's
listen, so you said the early 2000s, right? You had the Denver Broncos. They were a heavy run team. You had the Baltimore Ravens, heavy run team. Even the Baltimore Ravens, when they beat the 49ers, is a heavy run team. Fucking, we could just keep going and going and going. There are teams with fucking superstar running backs that have won, bro. But just because you pay a running back doesn't mean that you can't go in another part of the football and make up for the money you're paying Josh Jacobs. This is a guy that's actually playing well. We got motherfuckers on this offense who are terrible, bro, that got paid. We got guys that didn't even suit up like Darren Waller, bum ass. We got a guy that's going to replace Darren Waller that's a rookie. You ain't even paying him nothing yet.
What was the best year in the past 20 years that we've had? The best 20 in the past 20 years. What was it? Was it 2024 or 2016? 12-4. Who was our running back?
Latavius Murray. Latavius Murray, right?
Okay.
And the problem with that is, we didn't pay the running back. We paid the bum quarterback. Right, and then we didn't pay the fucking
MVP
that got us to the playoffs. We didn't pay Khalil Mack. People are always like, "Oh, well, you can't pay Khalil Mack that kind of money because you had to pay." Why not? He's a fucking all-pro. You go.
That's a different, bro. I'm with you on the Khalil Mack shit. I value the edge rusher, the linebacker position way more than I do the running back position. I would have paid Khalil Mack whatever the hell he wanted at that point. I don't care. Khalil Mack definitely should have got paid. I will not debate that with you at all. That's one of my favorite Raiders of all time. That man deserved every penny. And Josh deserves a lot of money as well. But you have to approach this situation with caution. I'm not looking at a situation just because he's tweeting to pay this man $14 million. I'm just not going to do it. Me personally, I get it. I'm looking at the other guys. You mentioned them, 12 million, 11 million. I understand it, bro. Josh definitely deserves the money, but it's just I'm going off of, do we want to be known as a team that pays their homegrown talent, or do we want to be known as a team that wins ball games, that wins football games?
Bro, look, the thing
about nobody paying running backs.
hands down, if we trade him, we become a worse team immediately. Period.
Bro, and not for nothing, I want to be known as a team who keeps good players. It's not just about the fact that he's a homegrown talent. I'm not talking about fucking paying Colton Miller the Brinks truck. I ain't talking about bracking that up because he's a homegrown guy. If they were saying that he's too much, I'm cool on that, right? With Josh, it's a little different, bro, because we don't have the kind of quarterback to allow him to walk out of our locker room. If we had a top 5 quarterback under center, then I would say, yo, you can't pay him like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be in total agreement with you, but you don't have that.
Real
and
quick,
the only thing that makes it to where Devontae Adams doesn't get blanket coverage is him. It ain't no, he's the guy. He's the one who opens everything up, bro. He is very important and vital to us.
Shout out to everybody that's been sending the supers. Shout out to everybody in the chat as well. Big time. I see John in the chat, man. Everybody that's donating, Pride and Purpose. All my guys, Q, everybody in the building. Maul. Real quick, I got to read this real fast. Shout out to Intel, man.
Another one.
Real quick, I got your bottle in my hand right now, bro. So shout out to my brother Intel. He definitely deserved this bottle signed by Charles Woodson. I just got his autograph today. It is on the way, brother. I got to go down to UPS tomorrow and figure it all out, but it's on the way to you. Salute to my dog. I'm not pausing shit. 3 years.
He said he had your bottle in his hand. That's a pause. That's it. I got you.
Yo, hold on. When did we start calling dicks bottles?
Bro, listen. Still a pause. If you have any man's anything in your hand, I'm on my Dame Dash time. It's a pause.
Salute to Intel, my dog, man. Always showing love to us, man. Appreciate you, brother. As always, shout out to everybody here in the building. You guys, listen to me, man. And Ro, I love you, Ro, but Jacobs is Mac 2.0. How, Ro? How, Ro? How? I love you, Ro. I love you, sis. But what? How? Content. I wonder if Josh would have sat out if we gave him the 5th year for $8 million. I don't see a world where he accepts the 3-year and probably wants more guarantee. Now, that's probably the problem, right? It probably is the guaranteed money. Now, Wasted, let's say that what you said was $13 million a year in that 3rd year, because he's probably not going to accept that 3-year deal. He probably wants 4 years, right? We were talking about 3 years, that 3rd year non-guaranteed, pretty much paying him all the money up front the first 2 seasons, right? And then moving on from it.
Yeah.
Now, what if we're saying that, but he's not agreeing to that? What if he's asking for?
Give him the 3rd year too. Fuck it. Real shit. Because, bro, the thing is, if you don't build, this is why. Because if you don't get it right and turn this shit around, this is a vital year. And we talking Raider Equinox here, right? This year is the make or break year.
Steve,
if they don't get this thing turned around this year and get it going in a positive direction, you ain't got to worry about this regime making a motherfucking Super Bowl. You ain't got to worry about it. You can't go into another season and be 6-11, bro. And what's going to wind up happening if you get rid of him? Listen, we are going to be like you say, asparagus. We will be terrible. We'll be terrible because people.
Another one.
People going to be pissed. Bro, these guys are human beings. Yo, this is a time where the player got the hammer, the nail, he got the gun and the bullet. Give him his fucking money and make it up somewhere else on the roster.
And guess what? Wasted. Whoever's unhappy, get them the fuck out of here too, bro. How about that volume 1? I don't care.
Josh, you know what, man? I love you, bro. But I'm going to tell you this, right? Right now, you're a fucking scrub.
Hey, I drove 14 hours yesterday, man. Bear with me, y'all. I got a hangover. You know what I'm saying? I got a hangover. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dog, man. He said Wasted is right, but I'm siding with Docs. That's the shit I like right there. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck you.
Salute to Jesus. Let's be honest. We can't win games in the air all the time. The run game plus the run game. I think you meant the pass game and the run game wins all the time. Look at the history as facts plus tax. Stay blessed, y'all. Shout out to Jesus in the building. My Sacramento proud brethren. Salute to my dog. Now we're having some fun, you guys. We are definitely having some fun. I want Josh Jacobs to stick around. I've told you guys this a million times, and I just thought it was fun to troll a little bit with this situation because I'm sick. Josh can troll, right? Josh is trolling. Bad business. He go up there every day. posting shit. He just posted my video the other day in his stories. Like he's trying to get his bag, but we still do not know what he is asking for. And Waste, are you giving him 4 years? Are you giving him 4 years?
4? Not without a trap door.
But he's the next Khalil Mack.
No. See, this is the difference, bro. I'm not asking the Raiders to jump out of the window and not be realistic. What I'm saying is that you got to prioritize him like he's one of your 4 best players on your team. Okay. Like, you got to. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, so the thing is, huh? Yeah, he is. And that's the thing. See, teams slot that money for wide receiver, edge rusher, quarterback, fucking lineman. That's what they normally do. But the Raiders need to deal with what is and not what it could be. And the Raiders are in a great position because they locked up fucking Max Crosby. They're going to get all of this money back because they have so much dead money, right? Devontae Adams is here until he's not, right? And also, you're not really paying Jimmy Garoppolo big money, bro. You're not.
I just think it sends the wrong message, you know, to the team in general if you don't, like, obviously last year you don't pick up his 5th-year option, right? Then he goes out and proves himself, and now you're basically trying to put him on the franchise tag. It just to me it sends the wrong message to the locker room. You know what I mean?
To me, that sends a message of we're the ones that control this shit. Y'all don't. Like we run this team. That's what it looks like to me.
I understand your point and where you're coming from, but at the end of the day, he's top 3 on the team, hands down, bro. He may be even top 2 on the team, bro. And like,
no, he is top 2 on the team. It's no doubt about it, bro. It's no doubt.
What I mean?
Shout out to Rose. She said, Doc's got me about to clock out early so I can properly type in the chat.
Yo, y'all stupid, yo. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. You say they want to show they running the team, they'll show Raider Nation they're running the team into the fucking ground. Look, for me, I've been positive. I was a guy who was calling for Josh McDaniels to get this job. And Graphk, anybody knows when I first got into this game, everybody wanted Harbaugh. I wanted him because I wanted him because.
Oh, hey, yo, okay, hey, there you go. Flagrant.
Wow. Yo, let me pause myself. Yo, I'm wild for that.
Wow.
That's wow. That's
hold on. Let you come back down to reality real quick.
Ooh, y'all need some mouthwash. Yo,
Panthers traded CMC and got better. They got production from Hubbard, and Foreman, and they had enough money to make moves this offseason. They got Miles Sanders. They went pay some guys. I agree, Rube. I definitely agree with you. Salute the Raider fan while Wasted still gets his shit together. Salute you on the $5 donation as well. Flagrant.
Paul, no.
Okay, I'm back.
If we're talking about a top right now, we're talking about top homegrown. You're looking at Jacobs and Crosby. Like, Tay was traded here. He didn't spend his whole career here. We're talking about homegrown, and this is why I'm at the point. I think, look, me and Waster are on the same page with this. This dude's homegrown. He needs to get this contract. He deserves this contract. Let him finish his fucking career here. He's shown improve year in and year out. You declined his 5th-year option. He fucking balled out last season. Pay JJ8. Hashtag pay baby beast mode.
Bro, look, bro. I just want to say this. You talk about paying guys. You talk about, running the team. They're going to run this team into the goddamn ground. You have a guy who does well for you. You ask him to go out there and prove himself. He proves himself. Then he leads the league in the statistical category that you're asking him to prove himself for. He's a young player. You drafted him, right? He's durable. He's bought in, right? So what is the incentive to buy into what they're selling? These guys already have a bad reputation around the National Football League. They already have that. There are articles that are written, and a lot of us in Raider Nation say, well, that's bullshit, and they're Raider haters. No, that shit matters. They took polls around the league, and people say they don't want to fucking play for these dudes.
Nasty work.
It's not nasty work. You talking about polls, we're talking about stripper polls, bro. Let's keep it 100% heterosexual here, yo. Like, listen. So what I'm saying is,
look. These guys have a lot of jewelry.
You don't deflect, Graphk. You're deflecting because you are wrong like 2 left shoes.
All right, man. You know what? Let me say this. Do I want Jacobs to stay a Raider? Yes. Do I want him to retire a Raider? Yes. Does it have to make sense? Yes. And right now, I don't know what this tweet means. I don't know what we are trying to offer him. All I know right now is the deal to pay him this year, coming off of a great year, is over $10 million. To me, that is nothing to sniff at. Like, that is a shit ton of money coming off one great year of production. And don't get me wrong, Josh has had some years before. He's had some, wait. The year before, he had 800-something yards. He struggled all season long. Wasted, you are so lucky that you didn't start doing this podcasting shit until last season, because the year before, everybody was on their screen saying this dude is struggling. He can't run for shit. The first 100-yard game that we had that season was Peyton Barber against the Miami Dolphins. Struggle. Everybody was ready to move on. Like, you know what? He can't. It's just. And then he picked it up at the end of the season. And yes, he had a great season last year. I get it, but you have to understand. You have to look at the past. You have to look at how it happened. From 1,100 to 1,000 to 800 to 1,600 last year. You have to look at the full graph. You have to look at everything. You have to look at everything before you pay this man an astronomical amount of money.
So, bro, you want to know how it happened, man?
I'll tell you how it happened, Graphk, because I stopped running the football, man. Let me tell you something, man. Josh Jacobs is a fucking damn fine player, man. And I wish I would have known that a little sooner, man. Maybe I might still be the coach, man. I don't know, man. It seemed like everybody wanted me out of Las Vegas because I wasn't running the football, man. And if you look at the way we got to the playoffs, man, after I was gone and Rich B took over, he started running Josh, man. And when he ran Josh, he ran us right to the playoffs, man. So I'm gonna be honest with you, Graphk. It was my mistake. You know what I mean? Cindy Gruden, you know, she doesn't really like Josh. She likes guys that throw the football. I love Derek. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's my fault, man. If I would have ran Josh, he would have had 1,600 yards when I was here. So, Josh, hey, Graphk, man. I love you, brother. Hey, B.
Hey,
love you, brother. Emmer, love you, brother, too, man. Hey, Josh, go fuck yourself, man.
Hey, bro, I do not think that it's a coincidence that happened his last on his contract year. He was pissed, and it showed, but it also showed how skilled he was. So I don't care what made him do that last year. It showed that he's the best running back in the league, at least top 3 at this point. I understand that. I'm not going to take that away from him. But at the end of the day, there ain't no coincidence. Ain't no coincidence about that shit at all.
Yeah, it's no coincidence that we made the playoffs when we got a coach who had half a brain and gave him the goddamn football. Let's be for real here, man. So I don't like looking at that metric like that. I look at what he did.
You know what? This is what I want to do, you guys. I want to pay Josh Jacobs $20 million a season to be a Raider for the rest of his life. You know why? So we can cry about how this defense still ain't where it needs to be, how blah, blah, and all the other fucking excuses just continue to pour out year in and year out. Pay him. Pay that man crazy amount of money. Just do it.
Graphk, so let me ask you a question. You got a guy who's playing well, right? And you got a Chandler Jones who wasn't playing so well. Mm-hmm. We had no problem paying Chandler Jones, right? We have no problem having bum-ass Brandon Bolton on this fucking team, right? Okay. We don't have no problem with that.
A former Patriot that works well with these guys and knows what they want.
A former Patriot that does nothing.
Old.
He's a bum.
No, I want him gone. Bro, no. I made videos specifically about Brandon Bolton to be out of here. All I'm saying is it is a guy that they brought over there from their regime. It is that's one of their guys. So, yes, I want him gone, but he's there because for some strange reason they want him to be there, and he's a great special teams guy. But go ahead.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. They got bad contracts all up and down this roster. They fucked up. This ain't one of them. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Get rid of some of these bad contracts that are not gonna be here. You'll be able to afford them. Because guess what? When Chandler Jones ain't here no more, that's money right there. When you get rid of all of the cap penalties, that's money right there. If you cut bum-ass Brandon Bolden, that is money right there. If you restructure Bilal high-stakes nickels, then you can afford it, bruh. Like, that's the thing. Don't be retarded with the contract money. I don't understand. Like, it's this force field that we have because the media tells us you can't pay a running back, right? But you can pay a fucking aging edge rusher a ungodly amount of money to be terrible.
Bro, okay, so just because this is our guy, we're supposed to reset the market?
No,
Bro, this
you're
is
not
the
saying
market.
reset
The market is
You're
the
being
market.
fucking realistic, bro.
Nobody's saying reset the market because resetting the market would be anywhere.
But how do we not know, Hammer, that that's what Josh is trying to do? We don't know that.
I don't see him fucking commanding 17.
You don't see that, but we don't know what he's trying to do.
There's
Bro,
no way.
listen, if that's what he was trying to do, he'd be gone already.
Yep.
And you know it. If he
Right.
would have came in initially and they would have been like, yo, we want to be the highest paid running back in football. And they're like, wait a minute, Christian McCaffrey makes $16 million a year. Motherfucker, we ain't paying you $18 million or 20. So you gotta go. They would have traded that motherfucker on a first thing smoking out of Las Vegas.
If that was the case, and we were able to get a first round pick, an early first round pick. Bet your ass I'm fucking drafting Bijan Robinson to replace him. None.
And you know what? Bad teams take running backs in the first round. It is what it is.
Yeah, but you know what though? This particular bad team took one in the first round already. And this particular bad team.
Didn't we trade off Mac to get that first round pick and then drafted Josh? It's kind of weird, right?
He was one of the picks that we used for him. Abram. Was it him or Abram? I think it was Josh.
I think it was Jacobs. Yeah.
It was one of them.
Bro,
Yeah.
you got the space to do this now. Listen, it's going to become a time, right, where you're going to draft a kid and maybe he might play well. And when it's time to pay the kid or it's time to pay Josh, you got to pay the quarterback. But that guy is not suiting up for the Raiders right now. And you have a window to make Josh Jacobs the second highest paid player in your offense. You got that window. And matter of fact, not the third, because he'd be behind Jimmy anyway. You have a window. If Derek Carr was still here, and I said it, you know what I'm saying? If he was still here and you were paying him $40 million a year, then yes. If he was playing well and he was a Pro Bowl quarterback, then you know what? You get rid of Josh. But that's not what we got right now, bro.
I understand that, bro. Me personally, I'd rather pay a right tackle than I'd rather pay Josh Jacobs. I'd rather pay another edge rusher once Chandler's out of here. If Tyree, well, we got Tyree, but I'm saying
now you don't have to. You made my point for me again.
No, but you're making my point because you said now you don't have to, right? Who did we draft in the fourth round last year? So no. Because so what you're saying is Josh is the guy, right? Josh is the guy. Chandler's an All-Pro, and we drafted his replacement. We just drafted Josh's replacement last year. Was Amir?
Yeah.
So it's the same shit.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing.
How is it not? Because it's Josh Jacobs.
Because Tyree Wilson was drafted as our first pick. So you know that Tyree Wilson for the foreseeable future is going to be on his roster, and they're going to make it work with him.
Bro, we didn't have a draft pick. We didn't have a draft pick until the third round, bro. We didn't have one until the third.
Bro, no. You talking about last year. You talking about Dylan Parham, bro. I thought you talking about this year. Look, what I'm saying is that this year we drafted Tyree Wilson, right? Tyree Wilson and Max Crosby are our ends for the foreseeable future. That's done, right? Chandler Jones is going to go. Let's talk real shit right now. We don't know who's going to be under center next year. We know Jimmy G's here right now. So we don't know when that kid is going to be drafted. We don't know. Maybe Aiden O'Connell allows us the luxury to have a quarterback that was drafted that low be our starter, right? We don't know. The only thing I can deal with is what I know. And what I know is that Devontae Adams is a Raider. I know he needs to get paid. I know that Michael Mayer is a rookie. Michael Mayer is going to be our starter for the foreseeable future at tight end. So that is a position on your offense you're not going to play premium money to, right? I know that Colton Miller, you're getting him on a deal, and you're going to have to work something out, but he's long in the tooth. So if you keep Colt Miller, you don't got to pay him and back the Brinks truck up for him. I know that Jermaine Illuminor is a starting caliber right tackle, and we have a guy that we drafted in the 7th round that's almost as good as him in Thayer Mumford. This is what I know. I know that I got a 4th round pick starting at left guard. I know that Andre James was
Watts, you stay drunk. I don't even want to hear what you talk about in the chat.
Yo. So we got a center that has been paid. We got a center that's
Hey, Todd Beach, you know why I can't admit I'm wrong? Because I'm not wrong. How about that?
I'm looking at the tight end, the salaries right now when it comes to tight ends in the league. And look, they're valued a hell of a lot more than a running back. Like you have Waller making 17, Kittle making 15, Kelsey 14.3, Goddard 14.25, Mark Andrews 14, David Njoku 13.68.
So there that goes, right? So, bro, all of the positions.
How do you know? How do you not? This is the thing. I'm not a big Zeus guy. When we took him out, I wasn't that sold on that pick. But they took a running back with their second pick ever. How do you not know Zeus is Jacobs if he doesn't get an opportunity to take over? We went and got a bunch of running backs last year. This was already the plan. I don't understand why we have to keep debating this shit, bro. This is already their plan.
He was playing like shit when he got some touches last year, though, bro.
Look, we all questioned his vision last year, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, but how many carries did he have last year? He had a carry of 22, I think 17. He showed a glimmer of hope. We don't know who he is yet. We don't know. But all I'm saying is this regime, that was their second pick. There was a lot more players on bro. You know, we covered that draft. There was a lot of players still available. Some guys that we had very, very high on our list.
Tariq Woolen.
Yeah, oh my God, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like they were available in the 4th round, and they decided on taking a running back out of Georgia. All I'm saying is this. I'm not trying. Look, y'all think they said I'm turning to Skip Bayless. I'm not trying to be the guy that just comes with something out of the ordinary and just a different. I'm not trying to be different just to be different. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. And my wife over here killing me in the background. But I'm not trying to be different just to be different. I'm being honest. I'm not paying Josh Jacobs top running back money. I'm just not doing it.
You know what's crazy though? Right now, as it stands with this franchise tag that both him and Saquon have, right now as it stands, they're both the 5th highest paid running backs in the league with this franchise tag. Like, what the fuck are we? What are we doing? Ahead of them is Pollard's tag too. So that's the top 4 paid right now, highest paid. Mixon's getting 12.791. So are they both commanding 13 and a half?
Bro, listen, bro, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Who do you pay? If you don't pay him, bro, who do you fucking pay? You've already locked up Max Crosby for the foreseeable future. So if
pay
he comes back to the
near high stakes McCormick wasted.
Let me finish though, for real. Yo, you're not paying a quarterback. You're not paying a left tackle a lot of money, right? You got a rookie on the other side of Max Crosby. So who do you pay? Who do you pay? You're paying Devontae already. You paid Jacoby Myers already. Who do you pay? You got a rookie at tight end. Who do you pay? If not him, then who?
The fuck
pay the fucking guy, bro.
What did you pay Jacoby for when you paid fucking Hunter Henry?
Yeah.
That right there, look, that could have been Josh Jacobs' money right there.
Yo, get Hunter Renfrow the fuck out of here. Nobody even wants to trade for the guy, right? So my thing is this: you paid him. What is Hunter Renfrow making? Like $12 million a year?
I'm like
11 and a half, somewhere around there.
Give me a fucking break. And I love Hunter Renfrow. He's a good guy and all of that. But you know what, man? If you don't pay Josh, then who? Who's the guy? So we're not gonna pay Josh for some guy who's gonna come walking through the building next year that we don't even fucking know. That don't make no sense to me, bro. And the thing is, if you pay him right and it becomes a little uncomfortable, you restructure him or you restructure somebody else. But as this team is currently constituted, I ain't looking 2 years from now with this. I'm looking about this year, because if they don't fucking pay this guy and they don't turn this around this year, there will not be a third year. How about
all I'm saying is this, Wasted. All I'm saying is this. We have to give Josh his flowers as well, and Carmen Brasillo their flowers as well for the year that Josh Jacobs had last year. We can't take away from what they provided as well. He had a career year under these guys. These guys have a proven track record to bring the best out of running backs. Period. It doesn't matter. New England, it doesn't matter where they were. They had running backs go crazy with them. They always had great run games. You have to give them more flowers. The reason why they went out and got a bunch of running backs was because they don't want to pay another running back high-paying money. It's just simple and plain, bro.
All right, so let's look at the 2021 New England Patriots roster, right? Right? Who's the starting running back over there?
Who?
2021 New England Patriots, right? They did okay, right? They did okay. They had a rookie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Steven, what was the kid's name? Was he was last year or was he 2021? Steven Ridley. Is it Steven Ridley, the kid they got at running back with the Patriots?
No, they went and got our boy out of Oklahoma State last year, Rondell Stevenson. But he was last year.
Stevenson. So before
that, they had Damian Harris.
Stevenson.
They had Damian Harris. They had James White. I think was he still there? Was James White still there?
Wait, in 2021?
2021, 2021, and Damian Harris.
Damian Harris was
in Damian Harris, Jakob Johnson, Ramondre Stevenson, and JJ Taylor.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Big Mike.
What's good, y'all?
Yo.
Cool. Yo, so let me ask you a question. What did those guys do? Did any of them lead the league in rushing?
Nope.
Hey, real quick.
How many carries? What's up?
Real quick. Hey, hold on real quick. K-Town. Docs, how many they have in New England? How many rings they have in New England? I don't want to hear that shit. I don't care about that. I don't care about 1,600 yards, bro. We were 6-11 last year. I don't care about none of that shit.
So without that 1,600 yards, how many games will we have won?
I don't know. We probably lost.
Why were we 6-11 last year, Docs?
What?
Why were we 6-11 last year?
It's a lot of reasons for that.
Put $500 million into the offense, got Chandler Jones and a few other small pieces on defense. They didn't fucking balance that shit out and focus on the fucking defense as well. They steered away from shit that worked.
I want to tell you why we're 6-11, but I have no comment on why I want to say we're 6-11. So I'm just gonna
say it. Don't no.
Say it.
Lord Voldemort. It's Lord Voldemort, right? You don't.
No, I went and got an oil change today. You know what I'm saying? And I put a lot of mileage on my car driving back from Atlanta, Dallas. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I mean? So, there was a huge reason because that defense kept us in some games last year. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. The defense wasn't great. Yes, it didn't stand out.
Our defense wasn't great, but you're absolutely right. And that's what I'm saying. Look, our offense was looking good for the first half of most of the games. Second half, you steer away from shit that worked and shit the bed.
Like running the ball.
Yeah, 6-11. Salute.
I'm not going to
say 6-11 falls on him.
Reckless throws.
Look, so that's crazy. It's crazy. It's nasty work out here in these Raiders streets, bro. A guy can lead the league.
It's crazy when you're up. Bro, I was gonna say it's crazy when you're up 17 or 20 points in the first half, and then you go away from the running the ball and
bro. Josh won those games for us. Look, Josh won us a lot of those games, but we didn't win a lot of games. Seattle walk off. Look, I'm not acting as though Josh did it.
But I'm saying the games that we lost, that we were up, 17 plus points, we got away from the running game in the second half. And so it's one of those situations where if you're ahead that much, you want to control time of possession, right? Why start passing the ball and start giving their offense more time to catch back up? That's all I'm saying.
No, bro. Look. You put that all over you put that blame on Carr. You put that blame on Josh McDaniels. I'm telling you right now, you can't put any blame on Josh Jacobs last year at all. He did everything and then more that you asked for. But I'm also saying we were 6-11. That's all I'm saying, bro. And we have a ton of running backs that we used a ton of draft capital on this roster. So I just don't understand how you can just say, I'm going to pay Josh Jacobs $13.5–14 million when you used 2 draft picks on 2 running backs last year. I know one was a 7th rounder. I get it. You ain't got a UDFA, but you got a lot. You went and paid Amir Abdullah one more year. You got Brandon Bolden under contract still. I don't understand, bro.
I understand, bro. I understand how you can do it because, all right, you say we 6-11, right? Is he a reason why we lost one game? Not even one. He won more games than he's lost for us. So if you want to be better, you want to keep a guy who helped you win games, bro.
Okay. So we can go across the line right now with a bunch of other players that didn't lose us any games last year. You want to pay them high, to make them the highest paid at their position too?
So if it's Max Crosby, you do it, right?
That's an edge rusher. Like Max, to me, really, realistically, y'all may kill me for this. Oh yeah, Dox is really drunk today. Max is the only untradeable player on this team. Period. That's the only player I wouldn't even. Devontae, if somebody threw the farm at us, I'm taking it. I'm sorry. Max Crosby to me is the only untradeable player on this team.
Bro, look, this is the thing, man. And I've watched this game a long time, as have you.
Okay, let's go viral today.
Yo, I've watched this game a long time, as have you, right? Guys like this are not easily attainable. They're not easily attainable. Everybody wants to be armchair GM and say, oh, the production and all this sabermetric bullshit like it's baseball. This guy is not normal. He is a fucking talent. And you can't let talent walk out the building when you haven't, in the last 25 years, drafted more than 3 guys even worthy of sniffing the fucking Hall of Fame. You cannot allow a guy like that to walk out. You can't. Because then you let him walk, and then it's going to be the same shit like dumbass John Gruden. Hey, man, it's hard to get a pass rusher, man. Man, that's bullshit.
Hey, real quick. Hey, Wasted. I did all that today, right? Because I seen somebody in the comment section, and I refused to put their shit on the screen, right? I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this today because I'm not doing it. It's just not happening, right? And boom.
We got you little bitch. That's what I do it.
Yes, sir.
We got the GOAT in the building. Our little brother Andy. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling great, man. How y'all feeling?
We good, man. So go ahead and kill me. I'm waiting for it.
Oh shit.
What?
He gonna agree with you. I can see that's
Bro,
why he put on his
bro,
fucking
he's talking
football.
Return of the scrub.
About Jacobs?
Yeah. Hey, give us your honest take on Josh Jacobs, man. Right now.
Get out of here. Get him out of here, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Andy, you know what, bro?
Tay's contract is realistically only a 3-year deal with 2 team options at the end of it. You're only going to get him for 3 years. He's not going to be in his prime putting up 1,700 yards a season for 4 more seasons. I mean, if Jacobs wants out, get him the fuck out, bro. Like, I mean, I can't. I mean, you can't force somebody to want to be here. And if you do, they're not going to play the same way. You force him to play on the tag, he's not going to put up the league leading rushing amount that he did last year. And then he's just going to leave for nothing. At least now, if we get rid of him, we could get rid of him for something.
Yeah. Bro, see, that's all I'm saying, man. Yes, does Josh deserve the bread?
That's retarded. Because if you knew that you were going to do that, you should have did it before the fucking draft and had somebody. Like, bro, I don't want us to be stacking these blocks for the next season and the next season and the next season. Because what's going to wind up happening is these guys are going to get fired. There's going to be a whole new regime, and then we have to start all over again. Yeah. I don't want that.
If they didn't get fired for getting rid of DC's bum ass, they're definitely not going to get fired for trading away Jacobs.
Why would they get fired?
Why would you get fired for getting rid of something and being good at doing that? That was a good thing that they got rid of him.
Okay, but DC has been a part of this organization for much longer than Josh Jacobs.
And he's been bad for much longer, too.
Yeah, no, he's a former MVP candidate in three Pro Bowls, 4 Pro Bowls now.
I agree. DC has been trash. We all know that. He's not here. But my point is that, for one, it's a running back. You pay a running back good money. What running back has panned out? Like, we're trying to make sense of a situation that truthfully has no sense to it. Like, we love Josh because of what he brings to the silver and black.
Yes.
We were ass with him last year. We would have been better with a better play calling and quarterback. I agree. I would love to see Josh here for the rest of his career. He said he's wanted to, but at this point, you're pricing yourself to a point where it's like you're putting yourself before the team, and
but
that
we don't know
doesn't
what
really matter.
At, though.
We don't, but at the same time, if I don't give a fuck, bro, Devontae has proved more in this league, and Max. If both of those dudes are at non-mandatory camps, that shit looks bad. I don't care who you are. You could be Barry Sanders in your prime, bro. You should not
get
be
the
doing
fuck
that.
out of here, bro. Devontae Adams wasn't going to fucking Green Bay last year if they didn't give him his fucking cheese. He wanted his chicken. He wanted his chicken. Get out of here with that shit, bro.
But
he wanted his chicken.
Guess what? He's earned it at a position that's much more valuable.
Bro, I don't care about value and all this bullshit.
How do you not care about value?
No. Because
now you're thinking with your heart and not your brain.
Who says wide receiver for this team is more valuable? Value is subjective, bro. For this team, running back might be just as valuable.
Yep.
You guys, listen, don't give me this last.
We will become one-dimensional
running backs from now.
How? You got 9 other running backs on the roster. You don't know.
Running backs are punters now.
A whole bunch of these running backs that are way past their prime that should have fucking been cut already.
But if we're trying to speculate, which I think is just not smart to do, we've brought in 80,000 fucking receivers for a reason, bro. They clearly want the firepower on the outside.
I'm just saying we become one-dimensional if we get rid of Jacobs, if those other running backs don't step up. On top of that,
100%.
Jimmy G has only been good on run-heavy teams.
Agreed. And Jimmy G has never had a year where he's thrown the football over 500 times.
I agree. I'm not arguing about Jimmy G. Y'all know how I feel about his bum ass. Like,
right. I don't like him either.
I'm not arguing about Jimmy G. I'm just saying that right now where we stand, if he doesn't want to be here, get him out of here.
Shout out to Andy, real quick. Great comment. Is it hard to replace running back production? 2021 Pats had 126 yards per game. Josh isn't a good coach, but he has a great run scheme.
Yeah, but we really didn't truly see that run scheme this past season with a depth chart of 6 fucking running backs. Now you have a depth chart of 11 receivers. Realistically, they're going to have probably 5, 6 make the final roster. The running backs, they need to cut this shit down again. Go in with 4 at best. But stop overdoing it, especially when you're not utilizing these guys on a regular basis. You're not using constant rotation with these running backs. Stop with that shit already.
Hey,
Bro.
real quick, before we go anywhere, because I want to hear Andy's take more, and Big Mike has not gotten his shit off yet. I want to do this real quick, you guys. We're gonna stop. We got Mount Shieldmore, not just Shieldmore. We got Mount Shieldmore in the building, y'all. All 6 of us in the building. Salute to my brothers, man. This shit is monumental to me right now because it's been a minute. I want to show you guys something real quick, real fast, since we're talking our shit. We have a new game show coming up. It's called the Raider Roulette. All right. For those who do not know, will be coming soon by season start. Right. We may even start before then. It's going to be a debate show. 1 week it may be me and Wasted killing each other. 1 week it may be Andy and Big Mike shitting on each other. Then the next week is Hammer and B just cooking each other. We are doing a show called the Raider Roulette, and and this is a debate show. This isn't going to be a show, where we just all talk. We're gonna have topics on the side on some party interruption, kind of shit, and we're gonna really, really give the nation our peace of mind. You know what I mean? And how we really feel about certain things. So salute to everybody that always supports us, man. The Raider Roulette will be here soon. We have a game show on the way. Mount Shieldmore will definitely be cooking. All right, now we don't waste this drunk. Let's get back to Big Mike.
Yo. So I heard both sides, man. I heard both sides, and Andy has a good point. Wasted has a good point.
I want Jacobs here, but
My thing is, it's not a coincidence that we're seeing Zamir White. Oh, he's looking for more production, this and that. It kind of makes me think like
he's in really good shape.
He's in really good shape.
Yeah.
What are the Raiders doing? Is this kind of leverage on their side, or is it more like, hey, we're moving on without you? Is that sort of a message saying, hey, the wheel keeps turning? That's kind of where I'm at with it.
You know what the Raiders are doing right now? They're going and they broke the lamp in their parents' house, and they're going and getting Gorilla Glue, and they're trying to glue it back together because they knew they fucked up by drafting Zamir White's trash ass and not drafting Tariq Woolen.
Someone clip that right now, okay? Someone clip what Wasted just said.
And please, I want someone to clip all of the nonsense that Graphk has been talking for the last.
Bro, that's the whole minute. That's the whole 57 minutes.
Clip the whole thing.
You don't need to clip the whole show.
I want you guys to play this shit. If they trade Josh Jacobs and we're fucking terrible, I want every fucking day. I want somebody to commit their life to playing it on Instagram every day.
Andy, what'd you say?
We were terrible with him, bro. My thing is that right now, it's like Josh Jacobs' situation is very unfortunate. It has nothing really to do with Josh Jacobs' production. You don't even have to go outside of the fucking NFC or AFC. You could stay in our own conference, bro. The Jaguars have been asked for so long. They had a gem come to them out of an undrafted signing. That motherfucker was getting paid pennies. He is damn near out the league now. He has no job. James Robinson has no job. He was a Pro Bowler with them.
Yeah. Well, he tore his ACL. He did tear his ACL. He tore his ACL.
What? You play running back. You're replaceable. Get the fuck out of here. He went to the Patriots, signed a 2-year deal.
Yep, they let him go.
You're replaceable. Get the fuck out of here. Like, my thing is that it has nothing to do with Josh Jacobs' production.
If Jacob stays healthy the next 2 years, are we better the next 2 years with or without him?
100% we're better with him.
So why are you guys trying to fucking build the roster?
Because if he doesn't want to be here, you can't force him.
Who the fuck said he doesn't want to be here? He don't want to be here if he's not getting. My bad, Hammer. My bad.
He wants to finish his career here. He's made that shit perfectly clear. He wants to be here.
If he said he didn't want to be here, he would have said in the beginning of the offseason, these guys are jerk offs. Trade him. Trade
okay,
him.
So
what he said in the beginning of the offseason was it had to make sense. And if the team basically was stacked around me, we didn't do that shit.
Hey, if he's asking for $15 million, a year, Andy, does that say he wants to be here? Does that say he wants to be here?
No, that means you need to get the fuck out of here.
Bro, who the fuck said he's asking for that?
Bro, I've been saying what you're saying.
If you're not signing a tag that's 10.8, you really think that 15 million is something that he hasn't asked for or his agent hasn't asked for?
No, bro, but you can ask and fall somewhere in the middle. It's not what you ask for, it's what you're willing to accept. And to be quite honest with you, you guys keep saying, oh, well, we were only 6-11. Don't put that on him. Like, so you get better by getting rid of your best player? Damn near.
No,
get the fuck out of here.
Nobody said that. I literally just said
Not,
that we would
not
be
one
worse
person
without him.
No, you literally keep bringing up that we were ass with him. So
we were.
Yes,
He
so
said he
what?
was.
It wasn't Josh's
What
fault.
that means? We were ass with Max Crosby. We traded him too.
Bro, but
God, get the fuck out of here with all of this new. Look, call me old school. Get out of here with that.
Listen. All right, let me make you feel better. No, hold on. Let me make you feel better real quick. We were asked with Max Crosby. We were asked with Devontae Adams.
Thank you.
But guess what? They're under contract for many years. Josh is not.
So get him under contract for many years.
Oh my God, bro.
Get him under contract at a contract that's gonna have guaranteed money that ends up crippling us at a position that's
not gonna cripple us, bro. So you guys didn't have this same metric when you signed an old ass Chandler Jones.
Zeus for president. Hey, real quick. Shout out John Brito.
No, I didn't.
Oh, man, I'm about to have a goddamn asthma attack arguing with you assholes.
You gotta get a deal done. What is a realistic return if we did trade him?
With this whole franchise tag thing, isn't it 2 first-round picks?
No, he hasn't signed it yet.
Oh my God. I'm telling you right now, there's not going to be another running back that makes over 12, 13 at max yearly moving forward. Tell you right now.
Bro, I'm going to be honest, bro. Full season, I'd rather have CMC. That motherfucker's making 16, 17 a season.
And he'll be the last one to be making money like that. That's what I'm saying.
And that's way too much. If Josh Jacobs wanted 14, that's too much. You don't go nothing over 12 million for any fucking running back. And that's honestly all you have to say. Aaron Jones ain't really done shit for Green Bay, and he's the only option out there, really. All the Dalvin Cook is a free agent. He was making 12 a season. It just doesn't.
I love what Rube is saying right now. Rube is really preaching the gospel today. He's preaching the gospel. Jimmy G doesn't need a run game, or he needs a run game, not a running back. Who remembers the names of the guys that he had playing with him in the Super Bowl? They lost a lot of running backs that year. They were going down.
They just had running. Yeah, they had guys just rotation. Yeah, you're right.
They had a running back by committee. It was like 3 running backs that they were.
And he froze up like a stripper.
And Debo Samuel.
No, definitely. You can add Debo there. That was a good one, little bro. But that's realistic. What is it? What like real talk? He needs a run game. It doesn't have to be just a running back.
But again, you had a 6 deep running back depth chart. You weren't fucking using all these guys every fucking game.
Rube needs to be a part of Mount Shilmar moving forward because it's just facts upon facts. What is the chance he is healthy for the next 2 seasons as running back? 14 starting running backs missed last season.
Hey, what are the chances that fucking Jimmy Garoppolo is fucking healthy? This season?
Oh no, slim to none.
All right, so what the fuck are we talking about, bro?
We're talking about the running back position. This is the Josh Jacobs.
You guys keep talking about running back by committee, right? You keep talking about a running game, right? And you could have a running game with a bunch of running backs, but can you have an effective running game with a bunch of unproven running backs? You got a bunch of uncooked chicken in this locker room. You got a bunch of rookies and guys that nobody's ever seen really set the world on fire here. Let's fucking be for real here, bro. And with the 49ers, you're talking about a guy in fucking Shanahan whose father has the best run scheme in the last 40 years of the National Football League. That motherfucker is the only person that I've seen that can take a guy bagging groceries and put him at the running back position like he did in Denver with Mike Anderson and Orlandis Gary and Clinton Portis was a great running back. But, Terrell Davis, all of these guys. He's the only guy I've seen that, and his son has done that.
And another guy who's done really good with running backs?
No, not Josh. Not Josh Smith. Don't say that because he ain't never had guys do the shit that those guys did.
Bro, he's always had a good run game in New England.
He's always had a decent run game. He's never had guys that fucking destroy the league. They don't lead the league in rushing. It's not that. It's just effective. And that's because he has pretty good quarterback play. You don't know what kind of quarterback play we're talking about here, bro. When you say this shit, you forget about most of the time that they did this. It's with fucking Tom Brady. Like, don't make that like that's nothing.
Man, that's not the Raider fan. The running back position is the equivalent to shooting Kareem skyhooks. We're shooting threes now, wasted.
Yeah, bro. Look, you say that, right?
Dillon did it in New England.
Look, you and I said that earlier. You say that now, right? But you look at in the NBA, everybody says, "Oh, you got to find the next Steph Curry," right? And then this year, who wins the NBA title? Fucking the team with centers don't you don't pay centers anymore. Centers are out of basketball, and now you get a big 300-pound, 7'2" motherfucker from wherever the fuck he's from come in there and be the league MVP. Cut that shit out. The more things change, the more they stay the same. There's always this time in the league where you don't really need a running back, and then guess what? You don't need one until you need one. Pay the goddamn man.
Here's a little fun fact right here. Josh McDaniels' offensive rankings as a coordinator or head coach on teams without Tom Brady. 2009 with the Broncos, 32nd. 2010 with the Broncos, 18th. The Rams offensive coordinator, 19th. The Patriots 2020, 28th.
Bro, we were hella short.
So you're going back to the Denver Bronco days.
That's as a head coach and an OC. Come on, bro. And that's without Brady. So what does that tell you?
Bro, I remember when I didn't get hangovers back in the day. I remember when I was young and could just drink whatever I wanted to and, you know, do that kind of thing.
Dox Kellerman, I'm done.
You know,
Hey, wasted. So you would give Jacobs 15, 16 a season?
I'd give him 13 and a half. And the thing is that if that's not enough and that's what he was asking for, they should have already made this move already, Andy. That's what I'm saying.
Why? The quarterback class is better this upcoming season.
So the thing is that you could have got that draft pick at the beginning of this offseason. You could have got it. Like, why are you going to go into the season with a team built around a guy like Jimmy Garoppolo with a pedestrian running game, an unproven running game?
Because now you have more teams that have their rosters mainly assembled, and you can kind of get a gist of how a team is going to be and how competitive they're going to be. Before the draft, major things
How before you played one game?
Because you have a roster basically assembled all close to this point now. And before, you couldn't have said that. Each team added about 20 new players. What if the Raiders highly valued a lot of players from the team's draft that they were going to end up trading them to? My point is that, yeah, you could say that maybe the trade should have happened before because then it could have helped us this season. We weren't. I don't think we're going to be that competitive this season with or without Jacobs. We're just not built for that yet.
Yeah,
I'm going to be honest. And my thing is with Jacobs, you could say you could say all you want how important the position is. I think he gave us 4 of our 6 wins last year, easily. I think he really did. He was not a problem for any of our losses this year, but I can account for maybe 3 last year. And my thing is with Jacobs, we've known that injuries are a thing with him. You can't deny that. On top of that, the position is replaceable. You can't deny.
Look, you tell me the 3 games that he was the reason why we lost. You tell me in the year previous.
He fumbled twice against the Chiefs in a competitive game last year, twice against the Chiefs. And then on top of that, in the first Chiefs game, in both Chiefs games, he's had a fumble or more last year. And we were in competitive up until both fumbles in the last one, and we were in the game in the first game of last year.
So that's not 3, that's 2 games. So now let's talk about how he ran us to the playoffs.
Third one, what?
Let's talk about how he ran us into the playoffs the year before. Yeah. He ran us into the playoffs, bro.
Bro. After having a bro, he was terrible at the first 2 weeks of the year.
Yeah, but he ran us into the playoffs, right?
And we got bounced right out.
So now that don't matter though, right? Yeah,
why do we get bounced out? By the way,
Graphk, you two.
Hey, Josh Jacobs threw an interception at the end of that game, bro.
Out of here. Josh California, sit down.
Josh Jacobs with Zay Jones instead of Darren Waller. That's all I'm gonna say, Josh.
I want Jacobs here bad.
Me too. Pause.
Man.
Me too.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. I don't want to hear
that. I want Josh Jacobs to remain a Raider as well, but everybody, this is the thing about Raider Nation. Everybody freaks out because it's one of our best players, right? And it's like they just want to do anything and everything to make it happen. That's not how business works.
What I'm saying, though, bro. That's not what I'm saying. Like, you have never heard. Now, with Saquon Barkley, you have evidence that Saquon Barkley is bugging. Saquon Barkley turned down $12.5 million. You have evidence of that. We don't have evidence of that with Josh Jacobs.
You don't think Josh Jacobs? You don't think the general manager? You don't think the general manager has offered Jacobs a $2 million raise that would put it at 12.8?
Possibly no. Because these are the same dumbasses. who traded, who let a guy that they could have traded, right, or a guy that they didn't know whether they believed in or not. They gave him a no trade clause. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about these guys going and signing Darren Waller and all of these guys and then cutting them the next season because they were so sure and they knew what they were doing, right?
Yeah, because they were trying to make their quarterback happy, bro.
Okay, so you don't want to make it a guy who actually played well for you.
Hey, wait. Let me ask you this: who's had more success in the NFL thus far, Josh Jacobs or Dalvin Cook?
Listen, to me, Josh Jacobs.
No, Dalvin Cook has clearly had more. And guess who's not freaking out all over the internet right now? Minnesota Vikings fans.
Bro, that guy fumbles and kills their drives all the time, and he's been hurt a lot more.
What do you have? Over 4? He's ran over 1,000 yards.
Let's pull Dalvin Cook up because Dalvin Cook's a little older.
Get it up right now.
Come on, man.
Dalvin Cook is an asset in the passing and in the running. He can run in between the tackles.
Yeah, he can fumble in between the tackles.
In between the tackles.
Right,
he was running in between the tackles with a bum shoulder last year, bro.
2017, 354 yards. 2018, 615 yards. 2019, 1135. 2020, 1557. 2021, 1159. 2022, 1173.
Okay.
47. Hold up. Since 2017, just under 6,000 yards, 47 touchdowns, 221 receptions.
Sounds as though Dalvin Cook has had a better career thus far than Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
I don't see the Minnesota Vikings fans freaking out that they cut him because of the money he wants. I don't see anybody else freaking out about Dalvin Cook's contract and blah blah blah.
Okay, Josh Jacobs only been in the league since 2019. So okay, let's talk about Josh Jacobs, right? Josh Jacobs has only been in the league
4 years.
4 years, right? So 1,100 yards, 1,000 yards, 872, 1,600, 40 touchdowns. So, like, let's not try to make it like it's a blowout because the other guy's been in the league a lot longer. Now, we are not the Minnesota Vikings, bro. We ain't the Minnesota Vikings. And we're not in a situation where we can have this team be bad this year when you got two teams in the same city that have won a championship in their respective sport. You can't have it. You got to build this thing. I'm not saying we got to go to Super Bowl this year, but we have to make an incremental improvement off of where we are last year.
I'm about to drink your bottle, man.
You know what the difference between the Vikings and us are? The Vikings had a backup running back who's about as good as
Madison.
Yeah.
Madison is solid, bro.
Yeah, man.
He's solid, but he's not Dalvin Cook.
He's going to start this year.
Do we have a Madison as our second
We
string?
don't know. We might. We don't know what we have.
Bro, I'm tired of you guys.
Bro, he had 15. What, he had like 15 carries last year? Like 15 carries.
Dude, this is the currency of hope all over again.
Where was Madison drafted? What round was he drafted?
I don't know. I don't give a shit.
No, wait. Hammer, where was Madison drafted?
Hold on.
I want to know what round he was drafted.
Third round in 2019 and 2021. He rushed for 491 yards. 2022, 283 yards, 11 touchdowns total.
Okay.
Jacobs don't fumble and put the ball in the ground the same way fucking Dalvin Cook does. Dalvin Cook, bro, every time he fumbles, but not like Dalvin Cook, bro. And Dalvin Cook, every time he gets hit hard, he gets knocked out of the game. Josh Jacobs is a tough son of a bitch.
No, mind you, bro, I don't want Dalvin Cook. I would rather have Josh Jacobs back. And at this point, I remember, I think I heard something about Dalvin Cook even saying he'll take $10 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll take $10 million.
That's probably what he's going to get. That's why.
Yeah, but and Josh definitely.
And he already got paid, bro. I want to hear that.
Yeah, exactly.
He already got paid. He already got paid, bro.
So you know, let me tell you this, Gio. I love the Raiders. I like Josh Jacobs. I love the Raiders. I don't hate Josh Jacobs. I love the Raiders, and it has to make sense. I like Josh Jacobs a lot. I love the Las Vegas Raiders.
I get what you're saying, bro, and I tell everybody this all the time, and I'm here flying off the hinges now because of this whole shit. But at the end of the day, everybody has to understand that this is still a fucking business, and I get that. I still want Josh Jacobs here. I love my Raiders. I love the Raiders, but I love Josh Jacobs just as much because he was a guy way before we drafted him. He was a guy I had on my radar. I'm like, I want this kid here. This is fucking baby beast mode 2.0. Like, we need to have him here. And he's done great his first 4 years, man. Minus that 1 year with 850 rushing yards, whatever the case may be. But, like, look, you guys declined his option. He said, fuck you. I'm going to show you guys what I'm capable of. The rest of these running backs have not proven shit yet. Keep him here. 3 years. I will offer you 3 years. I'll offer you 36, 37 mil, 30, 31 mil guaranteed. Take the fucking money, dude. Please. Finish your career here.
Hey, Mackie, if we won 0 games last year, we would have had a new quarterback.
Yeah, we have Bryce Young's fucking little uncooked chicken ass.
Or I think we would have had CJ Stroud, but
No, they liked Bryce Young. Bryce Young was their guy.
There was a divide. One like Bryce, the other one like CJ.
Yeah, and the guy who makes the decision,
together, brother. Come on, man.
Bryce.
Huh?
Wayne.
The guy who makes the decision.
The contract year has absolutely nothing to do with this. You've rushed for over 1,000 yards in 3 of your first 4 years, bro. Come on.
But you know I know what you were going. I know where you were going.
Listen, and I always want to say this. Shout out to my kids. I am the best dad ever. Thank you.
Oh shit. Let me see. Shout out to Rose. She said Docs is not hating. He's strategically stating his logical point. And also, are you not entertained?
Yo, listen. I look. I'm always the level-headed guy. I'm always the level-headed guy.
Hey B, Mike, Hammer. We were all at Barcode Burgers during the draft, right?
Yeah.
Man, fuck y'all, man.
Shout out to Happy Dad.
Hey, I forgot to say this because my shit was tweaking, but what Wasted was saying about our backups and all that kind of stuff, that's just not, I mean, he's better than that because we wouldn't know who Max Crosby is without playing our backups. He was not slotted in as a starter when he came into the league. So we wouldn't know who he is besides that. Your backups and your role players at the time are important. I don't think that one running back on this roster is good enough to replace Josh Jacobs. I'll agree with him on that. I also agree that I think we should keep Josh Jacobs and he makes this team better. But guess what? You priced yourself too high. You priced yourself out of Vegas. That's just what I'm thinking. That's all I think. And I think that anything above $13 million is way too much of a stretch. And I think that if we're this point 2.5, 3 months into the offseason, if we don't think that we've offered Jacobs a $2 million pay raise, I think we're all being crazy and out of our goddamn minds that our general manager wouldn't have done that.
Good point.
Shout out to Woods and Whiskey.
Shout out to Gio, man, coming with the facts. Remember when we drafted Tyree, how composed Wasted was?
Right. That's right.
Andy, you are missed in the nation, bro. I know.
I don't miss it.
I know you don't.
Let me just respond to this real quick because, look, you can say all this shit right here, and no disrespect, TD, but at the same time, Gruden wasn't utilizing him the way he should have in the 2021 season. The tail end of the season, who is that guy that carried the team on his back and into a wild card playoff game? Don't use last season as, he was playing for that money, da-da-da-da. That's bullshit. That is bullshit.
Yeah. No, he was. He got his 5th year decline and he balled out. I mean, it happens every single year with every new player.
So long story short, McDaniels and Ziegler, they fucked up.
I don't think so.
How? We wouldn't have gotten production if they didn't decline that.
You think so?
Bro, if you sign him on a 5th year, you get him to that 5th year, right? You just take that. You think
that motherfucker would have been more pissed if we would have.
I wanted to leave a year earlier. Can't nobody talk numbers because numbers haven't been given. This is facts, Golden. This is facts. And that's what I'm saying too. It's like, damn, bro. You see what I do?
So Wasted, you said yourself 13.5 would be your sweet spot. What if he said he wanted 15? You're keeping him at 15?
No. I try to make it work, yeah.
Bro, no running back is getting paid that type of money anymore.
Oh, bro, Wasted, you're way better than that.
No. And I'm going to tell you why. For this particular team, say for instance, we were paying a quarterback, right? Say for instance, we had to pay another defensive end. Say for instance, we had to pay premium money to our tackles. Then I would agree with you, right? But all the people on this team who need to be paid have already gotten paid, right? And we haven't drafted our guy yet. So if we draft a guy, we're not going to have to
pay. How do you know that?
So, bro, can I finish? We have not drafted our guy yet. Thank you. Listen, we haven't drafted him yet. Who on this roster needs to be paid? Who? Except him. Think about it. Who needs to be paid?
I'm waiting.
Andy just said, I'm turning the air conditioner on wasted. That's disrespectful.
No. I opened the door. No, what I was gonna say is that I mean, if you think the way this roster is right now, we're competing for a Super Bowl, sure, pay $15 million a season. We're nowhere fucking close, bro. We pay $15 million for a fucking running back now.
So
we're never gonna get no outside corner. We're never gonna get an
have a fire sale. Get rid of everybody who plays well for the Raiders.
It's one person.
We don't need guys who can play. We need cap space. Get rid of them. Get rid of all of them. Get rid of fucking Max. Why are we paying Devontae Adams? Get rid of everybody. And we can have all the cap space in the world so they can do nothing. I don't want to hear that shit. Pay this guy.
Look at what
I've never been like this with anybody on this roster. I'm always the guy that's like, you know what? Fuck him. Get him out of here.
But that's what's confusing to me. You're making no sense right now.
I'm making a lot of sense because, bro, it's not like, oh, shit, we can't pay Josh because, we got to pay the quarterback. Oh, we can't pay Josh because we got to pay Max Crosby. No, because that's done already. No, we can't pay Josh because we have one of the better left tackles in football and he hasn't been paid.
Bro, we don't even know who our starting quarterback is, bro.
Bro, whoever the starting quarterback is, we're not paying any of these motherfuckers. You've already given
we're going to compete for a Super Bowl this season?
Bro, I'm not saying that. You don't get to the Super Bowl just like that. Like so what you want the Raiders to do is to get rid of all these guys and go out and get a whole bunch of free agents like the Rams. How do you build anything good if you're not winning and going in a positive?
Who was the Rams starting running back when they last went to the Super Bowl?
Bro, it does not matter. They loaded the rest of the team up with free agents in one fucking offseason, bro.
You know why? Because they didn't pay a running back.
They built everywhere else.
Get out of here with that bullshit, bro.
They built everywhere else.
Bro, if you look at the Chiefs, right? Let's look at the Chiefs if you want to look at an archetype. When they went to the Super Bowl the first time, people were saying that they shouldn't pay Travis Kelce because he's only a tight end. Pay the motherfucker.
The tight end position is more valuable than a running back.
For certain offenses, not for this one. And we already got our starting tight end as a rookie on a rookie contract. Listen, y'all are not going to make me have a goddamn asthma attack on
real quick. Shout out to Old School. Shout out to Root. Wasted. Take a breath, brother. Take a break. Take a break. I don't want to stop you. This is your show, bro. I just take a break. Shout out to Old School. Shout out to Rube. Shout out to everybody with the supers. JT, my brother, I did not see a $20 super. I promise you, if I did, I would have put it up on the screen. It's very difficult, you guys, when we have 6 people on the screen reading every super because we're all over the place and it's kind of difficult to stop what we're doing to read something that probably has something to do with something else. So my apologies, you guys, but we definitely salute anybody that sends supers. We definitely salute anybody that just comments, period. Okay, so trust me, you guys, we appreciate all y'all in the chat. Go ahead, Wasted. Finish what you were saying, bro.
I have nothing else to say. The only thing I have to say is that you're out of your fucking mind, bro. Because
I'm crazy for wanting to.
Yes, because you're judging this roster based off of what everyone else in the National Football League is doing. We do not have our franchise quarterback on this roster yet.
We don't.
If we had a young, and hear me out, if we had a young guy that we knew was a superstar, if we had Josh Allen on his roster and he wasn't paid yet, I would be like, Andy, you know what? You're right. We don't have that guy yet, right? Then if Max Crosby didn't get paid yet, I would say, Andy, you know what? You're absolutely right.
We have so many more other holes, though.
Yeah, but bro, the thing about it is we got to deal with what's going on now. I'm talking about the roster is currently constituted.
We dealt with it. He got a franchise tag. If he doesn't want to play.
Yeah, but that's not dealing with it because that's just this year. And this is what I'm saying. You have to leave room to keep your good players, and then when you get other good players that need to be paid, then you restructure people. Then you do what you got to do.
No, because then you turn into the Saints. That's a horrible way to think.
Yo, that is not what happened to the Saints. The Saints overpaid everyone. We're not even, bro. The Saints overpaid everybody. They paid everyone. You can't keep everybody. They kept everybody because they had Drew Brees, and they kept trying to sell out for a Super Bowl. That's not what's happening here, bro. And don't tell me it is, because they're not paying anybody on their offensive line top money. They're not paying anybody in that defensive secondary top money.
What?
The only guy who needs
Ryan
to be paid,
Ramchick getting a $48 million cap hit this year is.
bro, that was retarded. I'm talking about
That
the
sounds
Raiders.
like top dollar to me.
Bro, what are you talking? I'm talking about the Raiders. You talking about the fucking Saints, bro. We're not paying anybody on
You
this
said
roster.
the Saints have not overpaid anybody.
No, I didn't say that. I said the Saints overpaid everybody. That's what I said. That's why they're in that. That's why they're in that situation.
You're saying that they're not
overpaid
paying
everybody.
any. You said they haven't paid any offensive
I
lineman
said
top
they
dollar.
paid everybody. Then I said the Raiders have not paid any of our offensive linemen. I know your phone is tweaking, bro. I'm telling you, the Raiders haven't paid anybody on that line. Yo, Andre James is making decent money.
So if you want to look at it if you want to look at it from the Raiders for this season, yeah, keeping Jacobs is phenomenal. I want that to happen. But
And
we
for
still
next
need
season,
two outside corners. No, but fuck that. Because if we get rid
So
of them,
are we
we're
getting them
helping
in free
ourselves
agency or drafting them? Like, yo, so you say we need two
You
outside
have
corners.
to.
Who says we don't draft them?
We'll draft him with his capital.
Bro, what I'm saying is, why do you have to do that? Why can't you just play the season now and use the draft capital you have to draft the top corner? They supposed to be great in the front office, right? How do you know they haven't already got their guys? How do you know Nate Hobbs isn't a guy you can pencil as an all-pro? How do you know Jacorian Bennett won't be that guy? You don't know.
You just said
But
that.
I do know
Bro,
that.
you just said that about Zeus. How you?
You just said our
Bro,
backup.
what I know is I know that Josh Jacobs fucking led the league in rushing.
Oh my God.
That's what I know.
God.
And I know that Josh Jacobs is a star player in the National Football League. That's what I know. Now, you guys are talking about a motherfucker who hasn't done anything in this league, right? We have to.
You're just talking about a rookie corner.
We don't have a star corner on the fucking roster. If we had a star corner on the roster, then I would say, you know what? Fine. I get what you're saying. But we don't. We don't. So don't tell me that shit, bro. Like, look, I'm not, listen, bro. This argument, I'm not going to make any headway for you two thick-head motherfuckers. I am not, Andy, you're the thickest head motherfucker here.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Bro. Whether you use,
Yikes.
I didn't hear what just happened, but whether you use Jacobs' draft capital or money, you make this team better, bro.
I'm melting.
Dog.
That was the worst.
Hey, Andy, I'm happy you didn't hear that, bro. Wasted is very, very horny on the live today.
Bro, yeah, horny for Jacobs, bro, on some weird shit, bro. All I'm saying is that if your running back wants anything more than $12.5 million and he's worth the value to trade him. That's it.
Yo. Yo, Andy with the haymaker to follow up, bro. Oh my God. Shout out to Rule, man. Shout out to Raider, man. I have a question. How many carriers does Dalvin have versus Jacobs? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the Vikings are even more run offense than we run. We miss Andy with wasted. Classic, my brothers. I do believe
Jacobs has had a ton of touches since he's entered the league.
No, definitely.
Andy, listen, man, you wrong. And I'm gonna tell you just like this, bro. You wrong. You wrong.
Le'Veon Bell, Ezekiel Elliott,
bro. Don't go back to teams who had to pay their quarterback. Like Le'Veon Bell.
Steelers had to pay their quarterback.
We're talking about Le'Veon Bell right now, right? And
yeah,
yes,
the Steelers had to pay their quarterback.
The Steelers had Ben Roethlisberger getting paid.
They didn't pay him with his money,
bro. They had Ben Roethlisberger on that roster. They had
he was already under contract.
Hold on. They had pass rushers that needed to get paid. Come on, that was a team that was competing for a Super Bowl, bro.
And we're not
there. We ain't there yet.
Exactly.
And we ain't gonna get there if we don't pay good players.
You know why we're not there? Because we've had other dumbass coaches that had that same thought process. Let's give a fucking running back $15 million and neglect defensive tackle, outside corner.
What quarterback did that for the Raiders?
Linebacker.
What coach did that?
Suck.
What coach did that for the Raiders? What coach did that for the Raiders? Name them.
Suck.
Name them, bro.
Oh, we haven't paid a running back in a long time.
Offensive stars, and what happened? We did nothing.
We haven't paid a running back in a long time.
We haven't had a good one in a long time. But that don't mean pay him as soon as you get one.
Bruh, what I'm saying is that you don't pay somebody based off of, oh, they play this position and they could possibly be good. You pay people when they're good and young. Josh Jacobs is both, right? And then you got to look at the fact, like I said, you have to look at when things are going to happen. Michael Mayer is not going to get paid for another 3 years. Josh, the defensive end that we drafted, Tyree Wilson, is not going to get paid for another 3 years if he's any good. Fucking Max Crosby got paid already. We don't have a quarterback that we're probably going to have to pay. And when it's time to pay him, then you make that tough decision.
We're making the tough decision with Josh now.
That's not a tough decision. It's a dumb decision.
Dunkin' Ho Nuts. That's what we're going to Dunkin' Ho Nuts.
It's enough of this shit. Shout out to Woods and Whiskey.
You know what? It's dumb to not pay an unvaluable position.
Look,
Derrick Henry has been better than Jacobs' entire fucking career so far.
Yeah, and guess what? They make the playoffs.
Tennessee wants him out of here, bro.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Yeah, but he hasn't been the same since he broke his foot, though.
Yo, and not for nothing, Tennessee paid Ryan Tannehill. Are you shitting me?
So
they paid
what?
Ryan Tannehill.
They still get better than us.
It's the same team who let A.J. Brown walk out of there and win a Super Bowl with the Eagles. Stop comparing.
Out of there, they traded a first-round pick for him.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is that they should have never let him go. They should have never let him go. They should have never let him go. They should have never let him go, bro. And what they should have never did was just pay Ryan Tannehill's bum ass. Bro, listen.
I just can't believe we're having an argument about a fucking running back, bro.
I can because, yo, you guys act like the National Football League changed that much where you don't have teams that are run-first teams or teams that are more balanced. Like, yo, this is a balanced team, bro. We don't have a guy under center that can carry us.
Where's the balance? Our organization has no balance.
Bro, look, man. If we had
apparently Mount Shillmore has no balance either.
if bro, listen, let me tell you something. You got to respect these running backs because if we had Lamar Jackson at quarterback, I'd agree with you. If we had Daniel Jones at quarterback who can run for 600 yards, I'll agree with you. If we had a quarterback that is fourth in fucking 5, right, and he's going to take off and run without getting broken in half, I'd agree with you. But with this particular team, I cannot agree with this. And I'm going to be honest with you. The NFL, if there's going to be one contract that I say jump out the window for, it's this guy. That's it. There's got to be one, right? Right? Right?
What?
It's got to be one, right?
Wrong.
Bro, give me a
break. Is a fucking scrub.
Hey, yo, Graphk and Andy are 2 fucking Northern California scrubs. Both of you. Scrub interns.
Hey, Rube has a question for you, Wasted. List 5 running backs who's been healthy and played up to their worth on their second contract in the last 5 years. Unless you can guarantee.
I got a question for you. I'm not answering any questions or arguing with anybody but Andy. He's formidable enough. F you, Ruben Rust.
Hey, Rube. Wasted wants no smoke with the facts. Hey.
Nah, you guys, you know what y'all do.
See, get quiet when facts get thrown around.
Bullshit, bro. Like, let's be for real, because I gotta look and all of that shit because we're live now. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You guys will run this bullshit narrative and run it and let them get rid of Josh Jacobs and see how bad this season is. And then what's gonna want to
it can't be much worse than last year, bro. Like I really don't.
So basically, if it's worse than last year and these guys get fired, right? Then we're starting over again. Now
they're not going to get fired.
Sounds like we're in the same place.
No, you don't know that.
They're not going to get fired, bro.
You don't know that.
They got 3 years,
bro. If these motherfuckers are 2, if they're 2 and 15, yes, the fuck they will get fired.
If we get Drake Mays or we get Caleb, man. Look, it is what it is, man. It is.
But I don't understand. Like you said that your ideal contract form would have been 13.5. That to me is still a stretch, but I would have been okay with that. I don't understand how you're trying to make a case for a man that plays running back that you said that at $15 million, you would still give him that money. On top
I'd
of
consider
all
it.
the
Yes, I would.
guaranteed-
I
on
would
top of
consider
all
it, and I
the
would trim the
guaranteed
fat somewhere
money
else.
that
Yes,
he's
I would.
gonna want, on top
Bro,
of
I
all
would
the
trim the
guaranteed
fat
money,
somewhere else. I would
that's
trim
fucking
the fat somewhere else because I know he's a good player. And I know that he's young. If Josh Jacobs was 30 years old, Andy, I'd agree with you. He's 27, bro. We
25,
drafted
I
him.
thought.
He's 25.
Was he 25, right?
Yeah, it's
Was he,
25.
I'm wrong about that. So, yo, he's even younger than that. Why the fuck wouldn't I pay him? He's young.
because
He has
a
the best
running
football ahead
back.
of him. Pay him.
Salute the Raider, man. Appreciate you, man.
So you're good, you're young, pay him an absurd amount of money.
That's not an absurd amount of money because he still wouldn't be the highest paid back in the league.
Yeah, dude, the fuck, bro. Christian McCaffrey is every single day of the week better than Josh Jacobs. You cannot fucking say he's not.
When he's healthy,
Okay, good. We can say the same thing about Josh. When
Josh
he's
ain't
healthy.
never miss a whole season, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh well, and Christian McCaffrey is still a
Christian
better back.
McCaffrey he's missed a lot more football than Josh Jacobs.
And I'd take
A lot
Christian
more.
McCaffrey right now.
A
My
lot
team-
more. A lot more.
And guess what, bro?
A lot more.
Look, Saquon is a better running back than Josh.
A lot more. They both miss a lot more time. I don't want to hear that.
Good.
A
They
lot
both
more.
miss a lot more time. And neither of them are worth the money that they're getting.
A lot more.
Hey,
Neither of them are worth the amount of money.
Hey, what can I throw a hot
I
take?
wish the Kansas City Chiefs thought like wasted and they pay 100 running backs so we would never get killed on the
Nobody
outside.
said 100 running backs.
Hey, last I checked, right? I was told, how much does it cost to change your number?
You got to buy out your whole inventory.
Yeah. So how much that about 1.5 million, somewhere around there?
Sure.
Yeah. Jacobs just spent that up just changing his number. That would like you just spent $1.5 million on changing your number.
A lot more.
Wait, no, for sure.
Bro, this is a guy right now that wants to get paid like the top running back that just spent probably a couple $1 million on changing his number to number 8.
Can I say something again?
On top of that, I mean, for one, I wouldn't have picked up Josh Jacobs' 5th-year option after fumbling 5 times in the season last year with 800 yards. So I'm glad they didn't do that last year. But he got more money by getting the tag this year than if he would have got his 5th-year option picked up. That's already one thing in itself. So he's already doing better than he would have been.
Hey, wasted. Jacobs' jersey is getting paid more than Zeus and Sincere McCormick and Britton Brown combined.
Well, that's because he's worth more than all those guys combined. And I'm just going to say something. A lot more. That's it.
Yo, salute to everybody here in the building, man. We're not gonna beat this shit. We already. Can you let me finish my sentence? Hold on. How are y'all gonna stop? Pause me while I was in the middle of my sentence.
Wasted doing it all the time.
Wasted. No. I know Wasted is trying to get away from the most pause-worthy shit in the world that happened today. So he's trying to get away from that. I understand it, bro. I understand it.
Nah, Graphk, you still hold that title, man. You will always hold that title.
Hey, Andy, remember that one time you retired from YouTube?
Yeah, I'll do it again.
Stay in fucking retirement, bro.
I'll do it again. I just came back because I heard nonsense being spoke today.
Yo, Andy, you know, and I know that I'm right. I'm always right. And you know what? I'm glad I summoned the ghost of Andy back.
That's called delusion, Wasted. That's called drugs.
I am not
Don't
losing.
do it.
Listen, bro, this right here, bro, this is an even money fight, bro. This even money fight right here, brother.
What you had going on today was delusion and drugs. It had nothing to do
No,
with right or wrong.
I think what you have going on is youthful ignorance. That's what it is.
No, youthful
ignorance, Andy.
Youthful facts. You're bringing up fucking running back.
No,
from
I'm
years
not.
ago for no
Bro,
reason.
We're talking about, let's talk about the pay structure of the Raiders, not other teams. In the pay structure of the Raiders, they can afford to give Josh Jacobs his money. They can afford to, and they can also build a roster by doing that. They can still build a roster by doing that. Now, say for instance, you keep a Jimmy Garoppolo. Bro, say for instance, you draft a young quarterback and he's a stud quarterback. You're still not going to have to pay him a lot of money, and you can afford Josh for the next 2 to 3 years. And then when it's time to pay said quarterback, you can get rid of him. So that's the reason why I'm looking at it like this. Max Crosby's been paid. Nate Hobbs, it's probably he might get paid, but he's not gonna back the Brinks truck up unless he fucking like becomes an all-pro this year. If he's a serviceable corner, you're not gonna have to pay him the world.
I did it. Stay
So
solid.
do you think Jacobs plays on his back?
Yo, he's wrong. He is wrong. Listen, listen. He is wrong. You guys are wrong. Thank you.
Do you think Jacobs plays on his franchise tag this year?
I think he might have to. I do. But I think he might have to. But it all depends on if he's in solidarity with the backs. I think if Saquon Barkley crosses the picket line, he will. I think that he might not, because if they're in solidarity, which it looks like they are, he might sit out.
If that's the case, I hope he doesn't.
I think they're waiting to see who gets the deal first.
That's all they're
Raider
doing.
Man. That's exactly what it is, my brother. We appreciate you on the kind words. That's what they're doing. They're waiting to see what happens with Dalvin Cook, Saquon Barkley. There's so many moving parts with this shit. You don't want to be the first one to go out there and do some crazy shit. Like they're kicking back.
If running backs were as valuable as Waste is trying to say, Dalvin Cook would not still be a free agent.
Nasty work. Disgusting.
Content.
Disgusting work. Disgusting work. Yeah, man. With that being said, we got Rube jumping in with probably another fucking super fact. Hit rate for running back in the NFL is high. What are the chances all three running backs from last year suck? Waste has been going through the groove voice too long to be throwing 15 mil at a running back. Thanks.
Bro, 15 million. Let's be for real.
It's stupid.
I'd have to look, Andy, and I'm gonna be in all seriousness. That point right there, we're in the middle of an argument. But I'm gonna be honest with you. 13.5 million is I think is realistic, and anything above that, now we got to consider it. But let's see what's being offered. I'm willing to go up to 14, realistically. Now 15 million. I'm willing to go up to 14. Why not?
Not anymore.
No, because you can't honestly say that, because if you're willing to go to 14, then you're really willing to go to 15. And if you're at 15, then you could really go to 16. It goes nowhere. There has to be a fine line.
That is such bullshit.
Hey, the Raiders would sign Josh Jacobs to a 12-year extension before Andy takes his dog to the vet. This is fact.
Listen, Andy, look, man, I'm going to be honest with you, Andy. It was Father's Day on Sunday, man, and you were a bad dog. I enjoyed it. You're a bad dog, father. You know,
that's
I don't.
Dog.
It is
Wayne, that's disgusting. I'm not gonna put that on the screen, but that's disgusting.
Content.
That's cold.
They said, do the Raiders sign Jacobs before Andy takes his dog to the vet? Which will happen first? Definitely Jacobs.
Hopefully neither, if Waste is making the contract.
Man, fuck you, man. That dog's selling krills right now. He could pay Josh Jacobs. that dog caked up right now, bro. That's money making Mitch.
Money making Mitch.
No, Waste a fully guaranteed contract too. Waste will fuck around and give Jacobs a fully guaranteed contract.
No, I wouldn't. See, bro, don't put words in my mouth, bro. No, I wouldn't, bro.
Well,
bro, the words have been said by you all.
Don't try to recover Graphk. Get the fuck out of here, yo. Yo, Graphk is bro. Graphk is a piece of shit, yo. Get the fuck out of here.
Look, I'll tell you what's gonna happen. I'll tell you what's gonna happen after this live. Josh Jacobs is gonna take a snippet of Wasted saying, "Oh, fucking running backs are amazing, pay him," and he's gonna put it on his Instagram with a little eyes emoji. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my god, Josh Jacobs, pay him $90 million." The motherfuckers is trying to get paid, bro. He's not worth anything more than 12. He's not worth anything more than 12. If he wants to play. If not, fuck him. Leave. That's it.
Yo, and you are the reason why this team has been bad for 20 fucking years. Because
I'm not.
Can't just
Andy's not even 20 years old.
Yeah, and yo, from your birth, you were the bane of the that's my dog, man. But yo, on the real, man, real shit. I'm against us not keeping good players in the building, because we haven't had a whole lot of guys who have lived up to the hype. I want to keep those guys, and it has to make sense. And I'm not saying, like, bro, this is the same mentality people said about Khalil Mack, and look how that worked out for us. I think Josh Jacobs is that impactful for us.
Hell, what? See, wait.
Not as
Khalil
Mack. I'm talking about right now.
Gotta
He's
go to
very
sleep.
impactful.
You just compared a pass rusher to a running back.
Andy,
You can't do it.
Andy, I'm
In
talking
no
about the
world.
context. See, bro, you guys like to conflate things, bro. I'm talking about in the context of this
And
team.
you like to say shit that we
We're
don't understand and make it sound
logic.
stupid.
You're comparing.
You be like, basically, like, you are wrong, and super califragilistic espialidocious. I'll be like, damn, I think Waste is right. Like, oh shit, like, nah, bro. You ain't doing that shit to be fair on us, bro.
The fact of the matter is, you just called Jacobs as impactful as Khalil Mack.
Yo,
Yeah,
for
that's
this
retarded.
roster, this the way this roster is currently constituted, yeah, he is. For this roster.
Dude, go to sleep. Do something.
Bro,
something.
That
I'm
comparison,
leaving.
yo,
I'm leaving on that,
him easy
on that.
BX,
I
get
cannot.
the F out of here. Get the F out of here.
This is why YouTube is not for me, because we have wasted talent saying that fucking Josh Jacobs is just as impactful as Khalil Mack.
I said for this roster.
I'm going home.
For this roster. For this, yo, you mother, you little fucker. Yo, you motherfucker. Yo,
Andy Stewart Schweigert,
yo,
Raiders football talk.
fucking asshole, bro. Yo, Andy, fuck you, bro. I'm about to call you right now, you little bastard. Yeah.
Yo, hey man, salute to everybody here in the building. We coming up on 2 hours. Hey, my apologies, you guys. We look. We wanted to hear more from Big Mike. We wanted to hear more from B, from Hammer. But guess what? We have a show Thursday night on Big Mike Raiders channel where we're going to be there for a few hours, running up the watch time, talking some football over and under, right? And we're going to be there for a while, having some fun, having some drinks, vibing. You're definitely going to get to hear the whole squad a lot more on that live. Make sure to tune in Big Mike Raider on his channel. I'm kicking back. I'm just gonna enjoy the fuckery. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kick back and enjoy it.
I heard we got a couple of guests that are gonna be singing on that shit. I heard Ruben Studdard is pulling up. I heard Anderson Paak is pulling up. Like, yo, what's good?
Give you one of these. Like,
Oh no.
Hold on. Hey, where's it at? Hold on, y'all. We got to show you. This is gonna be the great show right here. Let me pull up on. This shit is fucking comedy gold right here. Let me see. Y'all have not seen. Turn it on.
Why you put the Starry 2004 on there, bro?
Bro.
Yo, watch. Yo, Mike is actually going to sing something very special for y'all. It's going to sound a little something like this.
Peaches. The goated one. Shout out to Raider man. Last one. If you guys really knew what you do for real Raider fans, we real Raiders. God blessings to all y'all, man. Salute the Raider, man. We appreciate that, brother. For real. Also, shout out to Cincy, man. Much love, y'all. Raiders. Salute to our dog. Shout out to everybody. Hey, I love it. We were deep in here today. We had a lot of people in the chat on all channels. You can't pause that, bro. We said we were deep in here today. Yeah, we just paused everything today, man. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I go lift next time Andy come back on here. That month.
Lift what? Hey, yo.
Yo,
see how that works? See how that works? You can just pause anything. Pause anything.
No. Graphk, you come on, bro. You know you're disgusting out here in these streets, bro.
Shout out to Gio, man. Best show on YouTube, man. We appreciate you guys. Real quick on the way out, salute to everybody in the building rocking with us. We will be active all week long, you guys. I just got back to Dallas. I was on vacation, but we right back to it. We got some built difference on the way. We have a phenomenal game show on the way. Raider Roulette that we're going to be dropping soon. And this is going to be a lot more of this, what you guys seen today, but with less chaotic shit going on. We're going to have a list of shit on the side. We're going to talk about it, right? And then we're working on getting B more active. We know that he's out there working full-time doing this thing, but we're going to try and get B on as much as we can on the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because we miss our brother. You know what I mean? And we definitely got to get Andy back in the mix as much as possible, man, because his goofy ass really just brings so much to the show, man. It's hilarious.
Yeah, but you know what though? I don't like how I'm on here arguing my point for like an hour, and then he comes in the middle with his bullshit.
In the what? Hey, yo,
Graphk, you dragging it now.
Yo, you know what? Hey, we love y'all.
Sanctioned by the new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.